there guys, this is me, Malorian, and this is going to be an interesting response video because it's actually a response to a response to a response, but I thought it was a great topic that I really wanted to cover, so let's do this. So really, I was watching Lord Tremendous's videos. He was covering this I Am a Wargamer topic, which actually came from Venturella, which he actually grabbed from Wargamer Viking, and what this is more kind of 5 questions about what really brought you into the hobby and what tips you have and advice, so that if this is shared around and you listen to multiple of these ones from different wargamers, different producers rather, then it can really help. You know, if you're wanting to get into this, or if you're wanting to improve your own channel, you know, if we're looking at all these stories from everybody, hopefully it's going to help out. And normally that's what Vince does. You know, he finds a great topic and everyone kind of puts their responses there, and so this is a great one he got there from Wargamer Viking, and I got it from Lord Tremendous, and that's, you know, through the grapevine. Anyway, question number 1: what inspired you to do YouTube? Well, originally I was on Warseer and I was writing up every battle report. So whenever I'd play a game, I'd be going to Warseer and I would type out the whole battle report, and it was a lot of work, right? I'm in there and I'm having to, you know, fully describe all the different movements, the positions, so that if you're a person just reading it, you can have a good idea where everything is in relation to itself. And I was always loving putting in little stories as well, right? So as game went to game, I would work it into an ongoing story, right? Campaigns and character development, and it was a lot of work, but a lot of fun. Well, eventually this new guy, Once Bitten, came around and he started posting in these YouTube links. It's like, God, here you coming to Warseer, telling us to go over to YouTube, get out of here, right? Who do you think you are? And eventually he kept on doing it, and I thought, you know what? Let's check out this Once Bitten guy. Let's see what he's all about. So I went and I clicked on the link, went over to the YouTube, watched a couple of videos, and wow, that was so much better. You know, like I said, I would probably spend a couple hours typing up this battle report in a, you know, careful fashion to make sure everybody knows what's going on. And here's this video, and you're seeing these pictures, and you're seeing where these things are. I mean, sure, in my other one, I could attach pictures, but it was a little bit awkward. I mean, I'm still needing to describe everything. And here, it's just like, wow, you can be putting on flashy little intros and outros and music and all these things, and it's so much easier to get the story across, right? And then I thought, well, okay, let's give it a try. I can always do both, but once I dipped that little toe into the YouTube, I was stuck. I was like, nope, this is what I'm going to do. It was so much better of a way of telling the story, and that was really the point, which really goes on to question number 2, which is, where do you want your channel to go? Well, the biggest thing I want to do from this channel, and the biggest reason why I did this in the first place, is kind of twofold. One, I'm doing this for other people, right? I'm doing this because if you're a new person getting into whatever game I'm covering, well, you can watch this, you can learn from this, and you can learn how to get into the game, right? If you're a person who doesn't know, like, what's this back then Warhammer? What's this War Machine now? Well, okay, here's this game, this is how it plays. If you're now a more experienced player that's trying to figure out some tougher tactics and better strategies, well, hey, watch these and I'll tell you what I know. And the other side of it is that when other people, of either my peers or superiors, players, watch my videos and say, well, actually you screwed this rule up, or, oh, did you think about doing this? I can learn from it too. So it's kind of a two-way thing where I'm helping others and others are helping me. And so where do I want my channel to go? I just want it to continue down that way and be at a size where I feel that I'm bringing this message out to enough people, and that enough other people are responding back to me to be helping me as well. So that's where I wanted to go. There's no dreams of it, of going out and being massive. Like, I do realize that us as wargamers are a small little sliver of the community, and that, you know, when you take that pie of tabletop wargamers and you say, chunk, there goes the 40k, chunk, there goes the Warhammer Fantasy, and then chunk, 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 chunk for all the other games, I'm like a splinter of a splinter. So I realize it's not going to be a massive thing, but hey, you know, there's a good group of us, and as long as we're all you know, helping each other. That's where I want this to go. Third one, where can I see it in 5 years' time? Well, hopefully just a little bit bigger, right? That's the way YouTube works. I mean, unless you're an overnight success, and again, when you're a splinter within a splinter, you're not going to really have that. It's all about the slow growth. So my hope is that it's going to be going up and up and up, and that's really it. You know, if I got to a point where, you know, almost nobody was watching the videos, that'd be sad times. And so I just want to keep on working on this, get a little bit more, and yeah, that's really it. Again, not grand aspirations, just something more where a little bit more every year. Next one here, any advice for setting up a YouTube channel? Well, absolutely. I think one of the best things for going into a new channel is to make it you. And that's really a big mistake that I find a lot of new YouTubers make. They make up their channel and then they're really scared about being criticized. So they're being very careful about their words and very quiet, and they're just giving straight up facts, and it's boring. It's really, really boring to watch. Whatever is your passion, whatever really brought you into this, and whoever you are, make that your video. If you're a person who likes to rant about things and yell about things, make that your video. If you're a person who wants to joke about things and laugh, make that your video. If you're a person who likes to analyze things and really break down every possible tactic, make that your video. Not only will it make that more interesting to the people who are watching your video, but you're going to enjoy doing it. Remember that this is a splinter of a splinter. You're not doing this to rule the world and make millions. You're doing this as your hobby, and you have to be doing this so it's enjoyable to you. And if you're forcing yourself into something you don't like, it's not going to be fun. But if you're doing it as a hobby and doing it the way that you enjoy, you're going to love it. So really do that, because it's just a win-win. The next part with that is also just to get your name out there. Once you make your channel, make sure that whatever forums and things are out there, start throwing your name out there. I know some people is like, oh, I don't want to be, you know, that guy that's posting links. Do it. You know, that's the only way that people are going to learn about you. You got to find the different forums, you got to get your name out there, post up your battle reports or your reviews or whatever your channel is about, and just get it out there, right? And with that, start making links with other YouTubers, right? If you can start getting shoutouts or collaborations going, that's just going to really help everyone. Because if I do a collaboration with somebody else, people watching my video will learn about their video, people watching their video will learn about my videos, and again, it's just this win-win. It just kind of helps everybody out in the end. So really trying to work that web out there, just getting to know people and getting them to know you. And as well, as this goes on, don't get discouraged. It takes a long time for your channel to build up. You know, luckily when I went into this, I had a little bit of a help in that I already had a fan base. Because I was already typing up my battle reports, people knew my name, people knew to go for my battle reports. I had that chunk come over with me into YouTube, and that really helped out a lot. Even with that though, my channel was really small for a very long time. And then just eventually just working at it, getting my name out there, saying, hey, come check out this YouTube. It got a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. And you just have to realize that, right? If you go into this and you do it for a year, and after a year you have 100 subscribers, don't think that's a failure. Just think it as a way where this is my starting point and it's going higher and higher. If you do it for 10 years and you have like 15 subscribers, okay, maybe there's a problem, right? And with that as well, I mean, listen to feedback. As you put out these videos and people tell you like, oh, you're really quiet, or could you add this information, or really the way that you do this music or whatever, they'll be giving you feedback, and ask and enjoy that feedback, because you'll be using that to make your communication better, right? All the time I'm trying to say like, all right guys, what do you love, what do you don't love, so I can change these videos to make them right for what people are watching. And they won't always just tell you, right? If they do tell you, listen, but also just ask for it. Now again, you gotta draw that line there, because of course everyone who's watching your videos will want you to make it, hey, I want a video every single hour and I want it to be the highest quality. You can't do that. Again, this is your hobby, and you're going to have to decide how much time you want to invest and what's going to be that level you're going to go to, and say, all right, I can go to this level of quality and I can go to this frequency, and then it still fits within my life, I'm still having fun. That's what you have to decide. But within that, if it's a simple thing, it's like, well, they just want the army list at the start. Well, that's really easy. Let's add that in, right? If people start saying like, oh, well, the way that you're doing this doesn't come across very well. If you use this other editor, it might help you a lot. Hey, if the other editor is free, give it a try. So, you know, be flexible and learn as you go through with this. The last one here is, what would you add to improve YouTube for the community? One of the biggest issues with YouTube is that there can be a bit of a community if you force it in. Say, for example, like Vince. He makes sure that he has videos that kind of pulls other people in, and he does challenges and stuff like that. But otherwise, YouTube does not really host that very well. Someplace like Facebook or something, you can have groups, and it's like, hey, who loves Warhammer? Who loves War Machine? Let's come here and let's talk about it, and you can get different people chatting. Of course, there's other groups like Warseer and stuff like that, or actual games like Privateer Press will have their own forums, and those are really great for getting people together, talking about ideas. But in here on YouTube, there's just really the comment section. And so unless you are in there and watching all the comment sections from all the videos, you can't really keep up with what's really the issues, right? And so if YouTube had its own separate forum where you could be really doing a lot more of this, I think it would help a lot. The one spot where I thought that was going to be is with the Google Plus groups. You know, hey, in that there, your name is linked to your channel, and it would be great. But there's not enough people using Google Plus, so that, again, that splinter of a splinter didn't really get it to there. I mean, I know that it is being used, and I helped start some of that stuff, but I just wish there was something within YouTube where you could almost link your channel with these tags, and then those tags would take you to this forum and be like, oh, wow, so I'm watching this video here, and it's about X-Wing. Let's just take a game like that. And I just click on that tag X-Wing, and it'll take me to the X-Wing forum that talks about that tag. And all of a sudden I can see, like, what are people talking about with this game? What other YouTubers are out there who are doing this? And that'd be very simple, right? Basically, as YouTube, whenever somebody makes a new tag, it just makes a new forum group, right? You can make new messages, blah, 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 and be a great way to interconnect all these things and all these people. Will it ever happen? Probably not, but that'd be the #1 thing that I'd love to see happen. So otherwise, there's my video on this. Hopefully this is something that was enjoyable to watch, and maybe you learned something. But yeah, I'll put down links to all 3 of those people I referenced for the response to response to response. So go check out them, and we'll catch you later. Bye.